Hi, everyone. Welcome to the School of Emotion. My name is Infinity. 7 years ago, I had brain surgery, which sent me on a wild goose chase healing journey. And I found tools and practices to heal my nervous system, which has been the foundation for my recovery. And so I'm here today for the next 31 days with what I'm calling Feel to Heal, which is 31 days of tools to support yourself in building a resilient, flexible, and well-resourced nervous system. If you're enjoying these, please like, subscribe, share with someone you feel they would support. If you'd like to learn more, there's links to my website, theschoolofomotion.com, somewhere here in the profile. And I have accessible monthly membership. It's $33 a month. It's more tools like this, guided practices, and much more. I also do one-on-one somatic coaching. So if you're interested, check that out. I'd love to support you on your healing journey. So today we're going to talk about connecting with nature, and I'm going to give you a silly tongue wiggle waggle nervous system exercise. So I didn't always have a connection with nature. Now, if you follow me on social media or anything, you see I talk to trees. Like I have like a serious love relationship with trees. But years ago, I couldn't feel it. Like people would point out the window at like landscapes or at different things. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I get that's pretty, but like I didn't feel anything. There was no connection. There was no awe. There was no, like, it was like looking at a picture on the wall. Like I didn't actually feel anything. And so it was about 7 years ago when maybe it was even closer to like 8 now, when I was having my seizures. And I was always a runner, and I would run for exercise. And I was like, okay, I'm going to run. I'm going to get there. It was never about like what was around me, but I loved to run on the trails because it just was easier on my knees to be on the earth. And right before I had brain surgery, the trees started to talk to me. And I've always been spiritual, but like I was never talking to trees or plants or anything like that. So it was weird. It was really like, yeah, no, this isn't happening. I was in denial and like, no. And so I'd run, and then a tree would be like, stop. Be like, we need to talk to you. And it's like a voice that I heard, but it wasn't exactly like, words came through, but it wasn't like me talking to you here. It was like I heard it come through and I felt it, but I still was like, absolutely not. This is crazy. I look crazy. I am not going to talk to that tree. I'm on a run. And so I just keep running, and then they got more persistent and more persistent and more persistent. And finally one day I was looked around, and I was like, this feels crazy, but I'm going to do it anyway. And this one tree was like very persistent. And so I stopped and I talked with him. And it was like just the stopping and pausing was so huge for me. And so I stopped. The tree was like, hey, basically in tree language, he was like, I want you to learn how to talk with us. I want you to learn how to breathe with us. And I want you to teach other people how to do this. And I was kind of like, anyways, back on my run. But then the more and more, this continued to happen more and more. Every run I'd go on. And so finally I started listening more, and they started to teach me. They started to teach me something that I now call treathing, or breathing with trees. And I've started to teach it to other people over the last few years. And particular trees will choose you. Particular trees do have messages for you, do have lessons for you. Because around that time, of brain surgery and after brain surgery, I didn't feel safe in my body anymore. I didn't want to be here on earth anymore. The trauma that my body had gone through and that was stuck and stored in here from the surgery itself, from having a piece of my brain removed, it had made it not feel safe in my body. And so the trees had started talking to me leading up to this, and they taught me how to stay here. They instructed me to take my shoes off, to get my feet onto the earth. They told me to root down my legs as if they were, as if my legs were roots like theirs, and to go deep, far into the earth and as wide as I wanted to go. They taught me that I could open up the top of my head and have branches come out of it and connect up into the heavens and up into the universe. They really taught me that I could be here and still connected to everything all at once. Because what I remember at that time was brain surgery for me, the closest thing I could describe it to is if you've ever read a story about what near-death experiences feel like, and that's what it felt like. I remembered being the everything. I remembered being the oneness. So being back in the body didn't make sense to me anymore. It was scary and felt suffocating. And so the trees taught me how to still be connected to everything and to be rooted here on earth, how to do both. And so they helped me to stay here. And so I have this very special relationship with them now. And now that I've moved to Mexico, I've found my new favorite tree, the parota tree. And they're these big, huge trees that now I'll stop in the median and I'll be that crazy lady that pulls her car over on the side of the road when she sees a tree that she loves. And I'll go talk to them. I bring my forehead to the tree, which is another thing they taught me. Sometimes they tell me to put my back to them or different body parts and to breathe with them. It's so amazing. Once you get over yourself and get over your mind and get over what it might look like. I've had so many people now on trails when I'm doing this, like, what are you doing? And then come and join me with the treathing practice. So I encourage you today to just notice nature around you, to just take a moment, maybe run your finger on it, maybe take your shoes off and put your feet on the earth. Earthing and grounding, not only does it connect you to something bigger than yourself, but it also has really big benefits for your physiological health. It reduces inflammation. It can diminish stress. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest nervous part of the nervous system. It reduces the heart rate. It stabilizes blood pressure, and it can actually help your quality of sleep and your circadian rhythms. And it just once you start, I guess for me, once I started really having this union and this connection with everything around me, I felt so much more gratitude and so much more connected to the earth and to everything around me. So my challenge to you is to just notice today. Maybe take your shoes off. If it's freezing cold and it's winter where you are, maybe just bring your hands to a tree or just go outside. So the nervous system practice today is a super simple one that you can do anytime, anywhere, but you are going to look silly. I call it the silly tongue waggle. So wherever you are today, seated, standing, just take a moment, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Come into this present moment. You can close your eyes if you actually, no, you can't close your eyes. We need our eyes for this exercise. So there's lots of areas in the brain that are devoted to eye and tongue movement. And when we do this, when we move our tongue and our eyes, it can change the tension throughout the entire body. And it helps to resource your nervous system. So what you're going to do is you're going to put one finger on the bottom of your chin, either hand, doesn't matter. This is to hold your head in place so your head doesn't move while we're doing the exercise. So we're going to coordinate our tongue movement and our eye movement. So first we're going to start with our tongue to the right and eyes to the right. Remembering to breathe, tongue and eyes to the right. You're going to just breathe through your nose. Back to the right. Eyes and tongue to the right. Left. Back to the right. To the left. Last round to the right. Tongue and eyes left. Next, center. Take a deep breath here to reset. And out through the mouth. Now for this one, we're going to do tongue up, eyes are going to look up towards your forehead. And then we're going to do tongue down, eyes look down towards your chin. Breathing in and out through the nose. So tongue up, eyes up, in and out through the nose. Tongue up, eyes up. Breathing in and out through the nose. Tongue down, eyes down. Tongue up, eyes up. Tongue down, eyes down. Last one, tongue up, eyes up. Tongue down, eyes down. Now you can relax your hand that was holding your chin. You can just come back to a normal breath, in and out. Just notice throughout your body, maybe there's some tingles, maybe your heart rate's changed, maybe you feel a whoosh of energy, maybe there's different sensations. Just notice without judging good, bad, right, or wrong. And I was going to record out in nature with one of my favorite trees, but I was like, it's going to be too loud. There's so many cars that go by. So I was like, I'm just going to do it normal, sitting here at my computer where I know I have good internet. But my challenge to you today is to find some way in your own way to connect with nature. Maybe it is touching a tree. Maybe it's just going outside, finding a flower, finding a plant, finding what's alive right now, and just being curious with it. Maybe looking at the spines of it, maybe looking down at how it connects with the earth, maybe up at how its branches or how the flower is pointed towards the sky. So that's my challenge for you today. If you found this practice or any of the other practices supportive, please like, subscribe, or share. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And we'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a beautiful Saturday, or whatever day it is when you watch this.